Dear students, welcome back. I'm here today with a short introduction to technical report writing. Technical report is one of the major forms of communication in the field of engineering. It's not just to score marks in English that you have to learn the format of technical report. When you are going for work, you will have to draft technical report. You will have to draft reports of your production, your output, your research, your investigations, etc. At the institute or in the university, the target audience for your technical report would be your professor. But in a professional sector, the target audience would be your boss or your colleagues or sometimes your clients. Before we move into the format of technical report, you have to understand what contributes to the effective content of technical report. We'll have a look at it now. Your technical report should be relevant, which means that you should include only relevant details in the content of your technical report. Your technical report should be precise. Please make sure that you include only accurate details in your technical report. Your report should be complete, which means that you need to have all the relevant components in your report. You cannot simply submit your report with your key findings. You need to have introduction and a body of the report and all other important details which are required in a technical report. Your report should be concise. That means as much as possible you need to make your report brief. Please understand that brevity is the soul of wit and that should be applied in your technical report. Your report should be well structured. You need to follow the format of technical report. Your report should be well illustrated. Wherever possible, please include graphs, images and figures for the reader to understand your report in a better way. Your report should be accessible. Accessible not to a general public but to your target audience. Your report should be predictable. After going through your report, your target audience should be able to make some predictions based on the report that you have submitted. So, the ability to write a technical report is not an inborn skill. You need to chisel your writing skill in order to come up with good technical reports. Technical report is designed for quick and easy communication, and please understand that it is meant only for selective reading. You can include sections with numbered headings and subheadings. You can also include figures, diagrams wherever required. Now I would like to show you the basic structure of a technical report. You can have a look at it now. You should have a title page, that is the first page of your technical report, followed by summary. Summary is sometimes known as abstract or executive summary. Then table of contents. In some reports you will also include a page for acknowledgement if you want to acknowledge somebody's help during the process of doing your project, followed by the page for introduction, then the main body of the report which includes the middle sections, then the conclusion, references and appendices. Now we will see each page in detail. The first page is the title page. The title page should have a very good title which would give focus to the content of your report. The title should not be very lengthy, but it should give the quintessence of your report. You need to leave some space after the title and then give your name. If you are a student, give your registration number, the department to which you belong and the institute. If you are an employee working in a company, please give your employee ID there. Leave some space after that. Towards the end, give the date of submission. You can give the date, month and year. Then comes the summary. Summary is sometimes referred to as executive summary. It provides a brief overview of the substance of the report. It should not be more than half a page. Please understand that it is not an introduction to the topic. The summary should outline the key features of your report, followed by the answers to the questions. What have you done? How have you done? And what have you found out? A summary should not include any background information to your report. You should not refer to any later diagrams or figures in your report in your summary. A busy manager or your boss will not go through the entire report. The first page that a busy manager would be going through would be your abstract. So your abstract should be self-contained and it should not be ambiguous. Then comes the table of contents. The content page sets out the sections and subsections of the report with their corresponding page numbers. Now I will show you the conventions that you need to follow for sections and page numbering. So your table of content page would look something like this. You will follow decimal point numbering system as you have followed in your note making. 1.0 indicates the title of the first main section. 1.1 first subheading. 1.2 second subheading. 2.0 title of the second main section. 2.1 first subheading. 2.2 second subheading. 2.2.1 first division in the second subheading, and so on. You need to provide relevant titles for each sections and subsection for the reader to understand what he or she can expect in a particular section. And also you need to give the corresponding page number against each section and subsection. Now, before we move into the format of technical report, you also should keep in mind the numbering system that is followed in technical report. For the preliminary pages of your report, you need to use lowercase Roman numeral. Preliminary pages include your title page, your executive summary, your acknowledgement if it is relevant, your table of contents. There you need to use lowercase Roman numeral. Please remember that you should count the title page, but you should not display the page number on the title page. Your page number, the display would start from the abstract or the executive summary. So the page number for the executive summary would be lowercase Roman numeral 2. And if you have acknowledgement, it would be lowercase Roman numeral 3. And then the table of contents, which would be lowercase Roman numeral 4, followed by your introduction, where you have to start with Arabic numeral 1. The page number for your introduction would be Arabic numeral 1, and then you have to continue the number according to the pages that you have written. And before we move into the introduction and other sections, I would like to tell you one thing that you should keep in mind while drafting a technical report. Please don't write the abstract first. You leave space for writing the abstract. Complete the drafting of the technical report. Then you come back and write the abstract. If you write the abstract first, you need to write your report based on abstract that you have written. Okay, abstract is an overview of the content of the report. So leave space, write the complete or the entire technical report and come back and fill the page where you have kept for abstract writing. Okay, now we will talk about the points that you should include in the introduction of your technical report, introduction to your technical report. Introduction should provide background information about the project. That means you are setting the context for the reader or the target audience to understand in what context you have done that project. It's just like watching a film, a conventional film, where the setting would be there, then only the hero and heroine is introduced. Okay, likewise, you need to set the stage for the reader to understand the project. You need to give the clear statement of purpose. You need to state why you have written this report. You also should give the aims of your project in the introductory page of your report. What are the aims of your project? Sometimes you will be applying some theory or some theoretical framework in your project. You can give a summarized version of that technical theory that you have used or some theoretical framework that you have applied in the introduction. If you are writing a lengthy report, you can give a very short overview of each section and subsection. That means you can give a brief overview of the structure of your report in the introduction. So after introduction, you will have your body of the report, which is the main part of your technical report. Okay, there you can include your figures, diagrams and graphs which are required for a proper understanding of the report that you are writing. Okay, give all the relevant details, all the discussions, okay, all the main activities that you have done in the project in the discussion section, which comes in the body of the report. Then comes the conclusion. In fact, your introduction and conclusions are just the skeleton into which you would put the body of the report or the main content of the report. In the conclusion, you need to state what all are the key findings. You need to write or specify or mention whether you have achieved the aims of the report, aims of the project that you have mentioned in the introduction, whether you have fulfilled it. You can also talk about the significance of your key findings in the conclusion, which would be followed by references. Okay, you may be including some theoretical framework which is not your theory. It would be somebody else's theory which you would have taken from some other book or some other reference book. Okay, and you also would have quoted it or you would have paraphrased it and given it in the body of your report. You need to give proper referencing, otherwise it will lead to plagiarism. Please avoid that. Okay, and sometimes you also would have given some appendix or appendices in the along with the report. In the body of the report or in the towards the end of your introduction, you can give a summarized kind of version of the appendix or appendices, and that appendix should be appended or appendices should be appended to the technical report that you would be submitting. Okay, so I hope I have given you some kind of an overview into the introduction to technical report writing. I'll be posting the questions on technical report writing. You will have to prepare an assignment based on the question that I will be posting on Easy Class. If you have got any queries, you can post it on Easy Class. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to my new channel, Soumya Joss Woods. Thank you.